Hello friends, as promised I have brought up my very first video on the first chapter of class 11th accounts, which is Introduction to Accounting. So you all need to know what is accounting and why is it required. I'll explain you in very simple words. Accounting is a process where we can identify, we can measure, we can record, we can summarize and analyze, and finally interpret and communicate to the required users. So the question arises here, what needs to be recorded and communicated? Is it about performance of employees or the quality and attitude of management? No, we have to record only the financial information, means the business transactions which can be measured in the terms of money only. So all the profits which are earned and all the losses which have been incurred during the accounting period, those needs to be recorded. Also, the value of the assets and the liabilities needs to be recorded. Along with liabilities, we have to record the owner's equity, which is capital. So what is owner's equity or capital? It is the initial amount which has been invested by the owner to the business is called owner's equity or capital. So as in accounting, the owner and its business are two different entities. Okay, so the owner and the business are two different entities. That's why the amount which is invested by owner to its business, which it is also the liability for the business to return it back to the owner. That is why the capital is recorded as liability in the accounts. Now comes to the characteristics of accounting. So all the words which I have used to explain accounting are the only attributes or the characteristics of accounting. So I'll explain you. The first one is identification of financial transactions and events. So as I mentioned, accounting only records those transactions which can be measured in terms of money. So in this step, we have to identify such transactions which are of financial nature or such events which are the part of economic activity. Okay. Second is measuring the identified transactions. So once we have identified such transaction, in this step we have to measure those transactions in a common measuring unit, which is the currency of the country. Okay. Now comes to third one. The first two were the logical characteristics. Now comes to the practicality of those logics, which will be covered in the further characteristics. So the third one is recording. Means once we have identified and measured the business transactions of financial nature, we have to record those transactions in the books of original entry called journal. On journal are further subdivided into subsidiary books called which maybe have cash book or cash journal, where they can record all the cash transactions, or the purchases book or purchases journal to record all the purchases on credit, and sales book or sales journal to record all the credit sales, and there are many more, etc. etc. Now the fourth one is classifying. So once we've recorded the transactions, now it comes to classify, means we have to group the similar transactions or the transactions of same nature at one place. So the recorded transactions in the journal will now be posted to the main book of account, which is called ledger. So let's take an example. There's a person named Ram Prasad. So maybe he's a debtor or a creditor. He's the person who is related to the business. Okay. So now all the financial transactions which are related to Ram Prasad will be now posted to Ram Prasad account. so that at the end we'll come to know what is due to him or what is due from him, which needs to be ascertained. Got it? Now comes the fifth one, which is summarizing. Once we have classified the data, recorded or classified the data, now comes the summarizing part. Means we have to present the data in such a way which is understandable and that which will be useful to the internal or external users of accounting information. How summarizing can be done? So once we have classified or we have grouped the transactions in a different ledger account, now we have to compile all the data in a trial balance, then in a trading and profit and loss account, and finally the balance sheet. So the above three statements are collectively known as financial statements. Now comes the sixth one, which is analysis and interpretation. So this is the very important characteristic where users can analyze and interpret the financial data to make a powerful judgment about the profitability and financial position of the business. And the last one is communicating, and this involves communicating the financial data, financial statements to its users on time so that the appropriate decisions can also be made at the right time. So the characteristics which I have just explained are also the steps in the accounting process. So starting from identifying till communicating, these are the same steps which are involved in accounting process. So now coming over to the last topic of today, which is objectives of accounting. So the first one is maintaining accounting records. So this is the very first objective of accounting, that is to maintain the financial transactions of the business, to record the transactions of the business in the books of accounts, which to be systematically and also following all the rules and principles of accountancy. The second one is to determine profit or loss. So the another objective of accounting is to determine whether the organization has earned profit or incurred a loss. How it could be done? It can be done by preparing trading and profit and loss account. The third one is determining financial position. So the another objective of accounting is to determine the financial position of the organization at the end of the accounting period, and this could be done with the help of balance sheet. Fourth, facilitating management. So we have prepared all the financial statements till now, but why those statements are required? So these are required by the management team for effective decision making, budgeting and forecasting. Fifth, providing accounting information to users. So this is the another objective of accounting, where the accounting information is provided to both internal and external users so that they can analyze them as per their needs. So the last one is protecting business assets. So accounting maintains records of all the assets of the business, and this helps management to protect them. So with this, I take your leave and will meet in the next video with more topics. I have tried to keep my videos short so that you will not get bored and will also clear all your concepts. If you have any doubt, please comment down so that I can take in my next video. If you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon. So we'll meet in the next video with further topics. Till then, bye and all the best.